Good evening. So I'm creating this video because, with the new iPhone coming out and or iPhones coming out, everybody's wondering if they should upgrade or not, and it starts the debate of if the new iPhones are worth it. The iPhone 10 is going to be $1,000. Then the other ones are going to be a little less, but everybody's wondering if it's worth it, if the upgrades are going to make a noticeable difference. And I just, wanted to, share my opinion here. And so I would say, if your phone is about 2 years old, upgrade, especially if you're coming from another iPhone. Now, I have many reasons for this, but my number one reason is the battery life. So I know for me, battery life noticeably is shorter after 1 year. So by the time you get to 2 years, you'll always be running around with your iPhone charger, and even with Galaxies, you'll be always charging up your phone and just hating the whole experience. So if your phone is 2 years old, I would say, why not? I mean, if not, you're gonna have to, do your research online, and if you want to go to the cheap route, buy a replacement battery offline. You always got to wonder where you're getting your battery from. You got to buy the tools to open your iPhone up with. Then you'll open up your iPhone and realize that that replacing components, especially battery, and it's not meant for the novice consumer. You'll open it up and be like, all these little parts, I'm going to screw my phone up, and then once you do replace the battery and put your phone back together, it's never the same again. Especially with iPhones, there's a good chance you will, in fact, mess up your iPhone, because iPhones just were not designed for the consumer to take them apart and put them back together. Also, you have the option to take your iPhone to an Apple store and have them take your phone with their specialized machine, and they'll replace your battery for you. But it's like $150 last time I checked. And while that is you'll definitely get your phone back with the battery, a good new battery. But it's $150 you could have spent towards a new iPhone. So if you are worried, you use your phone a lot, to make, you're on your phone just as a part of your daily life, and your battery life is important to you, I would say just upgrade. Also, I wanted to go over the camera's features. The iPhone, in my opinion, the iPhone's camera sucks compared to the Galaxy phones. I'm coming before I got my iPhone 7 Plus. I had a Samsung Galaxy S6. I loved the camera. I used the camera, and I'd be taking pictures at ball games and out on the boat, and I loved the pictures the Galaxy took. And coming from the Galaxy to the iPhone, one of the big differences, even though I have the iPhone 7 Plus and the camera's supposed to be much better, I could see a difference in everything that had to do with the camera. I mean, for one thing, the Samsung pictures, they make you look better. They hide your blemishes, and your complexion is much smoother on a Galaxy. Let's see. Also, I wanted to say that when I had my Galaxy, one problem with the camera, with apps and everything in general, is that it moved much slower than the iPhone. I will say with the iPhone, if I go to open up my camera app, it loads up quick. I'm able to snap a couple pictures off, fire them off, and it's good. And when I had the Android, like those, the camera I would always have to wait for the camera to load. And to me, even if you're waiting like 5 seconds for the camera to load, it can be a problem. It can be a problem. When something's happening quick and you want to take a quick picture. And I mean, I'm sure everyone's been there where they missed the opportunity to take their picture. I've always had good luck with the iPhone when it comes to that. I also want to talk about oh yeah, one pet peeve of mine with the iPhones in general is it always takes forever for my iPhone to recharge. You know, I'm an iPhone guy, but I mean, coming from Androids, I love that they have the fast charging capability, and it takes your Samsung probably an hour to recharge, and then you go and you can do whatever you want and almost have a full charge with just an hour. When I'm charging my iPhone 7 Plus, it takes me a good like 2.5 hours, and then you're not supposed to charge your phone up all night 8 hours. Once your phone is at 100%, you're supposed to take it off the charger, and then that can really ruin your battery life over time. So yeah, I hate how long it takes to charge the iPhone. I'm hoping that they address that. I know they're not. I didn't read anywhere that they're going to have fast charging capabilities on the new iPhone 10, but I'm just throwing that in there as well. I will say the display. Just by looking at the display on the new iPhone 10, I loved it. I loved seeing that from end to end. It was nothing but screen. I'm sure everybody was looking at that. Just being able to see that. I mean, who cares about the home button? When I'm thinking about it, the home button really doesn't do much for me. I mean, I have to double click on it, and all I do with it is just make apps, kill apps with it, and or just get back to the home button. And I guess if you really needed to, you could. I'm sure you can put a virtual home button on the new iPhone display, and then just always have it. And it really frees up a lot of real estate. Doing away with the home button, I think it's a good decision. I can't wait to see, just watch videos on it, play video games on it. It's even take pictures, and I'm sure that'll be something cool to see. Let's see. I also want to talk about the display because the rumor is that Apple, they're getting all these displays, and they're OLEDs, and they're getting them all from Samsung anyway. So part of the reason why probably the price tag is going to be $1,000 for the new iPhone 10 is because it's rumored that it's going to cost Apple about $125 for each new iPhone 10. So I mean, with $125 invested in each iPhone, the price definitely has to be closer to that $1,000 mark. Samsung's displays are beautiful, and I mean, fuck it. I mean, I think it's great that iPhone can just finally just recognize one thing that they may not be as strong in, which is, I think, the displays. If anybody has ever picked up a Samsung device, even some of the other devices, the LGs aren't bad, but Samsung especially, their displays are beautiful. And the Retina display was cool when it came out, but I'm happy. I think it's a good move that they're going with that OLED screen. Let's see. The upgraded audio seems alright, but who gives a shit? I listen to music with the speakers on my iPhone, but if you're outside and you got other background noises going on, you're probably not going to hear your phone anyway. You're probably going to need a Bluetooth speaker to connect to. I think it's cool they have the earbuds, and I think the earbuds connect into the charger, and then They can charge both the earbuds and your phone up at the same time. I heard something about that. I was at work when I watched some of the conference, so some of the details I kind of didn't get the whole picture on, but yeah, it seems pretty cool. Whatever. I don't even have the wireless earbuds. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, the graphics processing unit and the the A11, the Bionic chip. I think it seems interesting. I mean, if it's going to increase the overall performance of the iPhone, I really don't have problems much with the performance of my iPhone, but if I saw some of the video games the dude was playing on the conference, on the keynote address or whatever the hell, and yeah, I could see why the video game play looked pretty cool. And I'll tell you, my main reasons to upgrade. Number one is life's too short. If you died tomorrow or a month from now or a few months down the road, I mean, I think personally, like, I would rather the last 2 months having an iPhone 10 than, an iPhone, 6 that you're miserable with. I mean, you can just, have fun with a nice new device and just kind of, watch your videos and, knowing that you have the best device, available to you at that time. Um, I personally spend a lot of time on my phone. I mean, even when I'm at, like, with the family or with friends, I mean, I'm always on my device. I mean, sometimes I'm even at dinner with people and everyone's has their phone out. And so everyone complains that, the new iPhone 10 is $1,000. But, if you do some quick math, even $1,000, even if you have that phone 2 years, and some people kind of stretch out the life of their iPhones and make them last 3-4 years. But if you had the phone for 2 years, that's 730 days. $1,000, 1,000 divided by 730. I mean, that's only $1.36. I mean, I think that comes out to about $40 a month. So I mean, $40 a month. I mean, that's a drop in the bucket. I mean, you're probably still paying on your other iPhone, and if you have one of the T-Mobile plans, like the Jump, you can just upgrade, and you just hand them back your existing iPhone, and then you just start fresh, with the iPhone 8 or 10. But I would say, I recommend that if you do want to upgrade, you do not go with the 8 or the 8 Plus. You wait until the 10, because the 8 and the 8 Plus, they just didn't seem like the features really justified upgrading. I thought the features were just basic. I mean, okay, you might have a slightly better battery, and then your chip and the GPU might be a little better, but you're not really going to see much of a difference. I mean, your 7 has the 810 chip. Everyone loves the 810. It works fine for me. It seems good. I wouldn't upgrade from the 7 to the 8. I wouldn't upgrade from the 6 to the 8. I wouldn't even upgrade from the 5 to the 8. I would upgrade from the 5 to the 7, or the 5 to the 7 Plus, or the 6 to the 7 Plus. But because those are going to come down, in price. I mean, you could probably, once the 8s come out, you can probably really get the 7s, the 7 Plus on the secondary market, probably a lot cheaper, a lot cheaper than they are now. I would, for anybody that's, has to have the latest and the greatest, just hold off till, I think, November and just get the 10. That's pretty much it. I mean, I have the 7 Plus. I don't think I'm going to get the 10, but if I came into a couple hundred extra, if I came into some extra money, a couple $100, I definitely would I couldn't see myself just saying fuck it and buying the the 10. But yeah, um, that's what I think. See you, YouTube.